damn camera. Oh no. Actually, I'm tap off just a little bit. Ooh. Y'all see how that pigment? Ooh, girl, get it together. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Davon Latrell, back at you with another video. Today, we are going to be recreating a tutorial by Lucy on Instagram. Her name is LSG Makeup, at LSG Makeup. She is so dope. I know I'm mad late to the trend. This was a trend last year in 2018. So this is a new channel and I wanted to try it. I've been following Lucy for a while on Instagram, and when she made her YouTube channel, I was like, yes, because she's like a beast when it comes to eyeshadow. Anything cut crease, she's like it. Like, so follow her at LSG Makeup and get into her because we're about to try this look. She did this distorted eye look that on her Instagram that was crazy beautiful. So she finally made a YouTube video on it and we're going to try to follow that. I'm going to follow what she does in the tutorial, but I'm going to use my own colors. Green is my favorite color, so I'm going to do like a blue-green scheme type of thing. So let's try that. I'm just going to be using the James Charles palette. Alright, so if you guys want to see me recreate this look, then keep on watching. What are we doing, Lucy?
To begin with the eyeshadow, obviously because it is a split look, we are going to be taking some tape. So this is just, I don't even know, some tape I have lying in my room. And I am just going to place that down my eye, halfway down.
So I couldn't find my regular Scotch tape, so girl, I got this packaging tape. It's Scotch, and if you ever use this, you know that it don't hold no type of boxes together. So it shouldn't do too much stick. Okay, so she did it in like a bow shape, like here. Well, that's long. Okay, that's too long. I'm gonna split her down in half. So I can't really open my eye. I'm gonna be looking a little cockeyed throughout this next portion of the video. Excuse that. Thanks, Lucy.
Louise palette. I've only done one video using this bad boy and
okay.
I just felt like I needed to bring it back. So I'm going to start by taking the shade Love Shy, which is actually the darkest shade in the palette.
Okay, so she's starting with the dark shade. So I'm going into the James Charles palette. I'm going to take a little bit of the shades Cola and... a little bit of the shades Cola and Brother. And mix them together.
In the palette, I'm just using one of the double-sided Anastasia brushes and I'm just going to pack that through the inner crease. So you want to do this as though you were going to take it the whole way across the eye, but you're actually only can't speak today. You're only taking it obviously halfway until where the tape is.
I'm going to take my Morphe eyeshadow primer. Is this a good shade? I don't know. Well, this is what's going to have to be. Okay, so I'm going to prime the inner portion of my lid and crease. Ooh, pigmentation. I'm also gonna mix in a little bit of Perle Ground because it's definitely darker than I want it to be. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. There we go. That's the color I want. You see, I'm already at the top of the tape. Okay, where's that other half? I don't want to mess up my brows. Lucy. Okay. As Lucy was saying, let's see how I get on.
And I'm just blending out that dark shade.
Okay, so she blends it out. So I'm going to take... First, let me just blend out this color by itself a little bit. Oh no, oh. We ain't even got to the hard part. I have one color on my eye. Lucy, you're literally a magician. I can't even get this dang on tape to stay. Okay, all right, stay put. Okay, so I'm going to then go into the shade Social Blade, the green shade here. And let me dust off in my crayon case, little, dust off of my crayon case, little brush cleaner. So what I'm doing, I'm just using pressing motion, just pressing that on top. With this palette, I definitely like to build slowly because she can be very pigmented if you go in too hard. So I like to take a little bit at a time, switch a little bit of a fluffier brush, go back into Playground, and just lightly tap that between these two shades. I'm gonna take that same brush, clean her off, and go back into Social Blade. Take a good amount of her, good amount of that Social Blade color, and you just tap right on top of everything, and that will give it a nice blend. Take a fluffier brush, go into the shade B, which is the yellow shade in the palette. Yellow shade here. It's hard holding up this palette, it's so big. Okay, so I'm gonna just blend that right on top. So I'm gonna tap that into the green. It'll also brighten that green up a little bit more and make sure it goes a little bit right on top. Okay, so I'm going to switch back to my more packing blender brush, and I'm going to take that yellow shade on there. I need a little bit more, something a little bit denser. Okay, so you have the three colors: the blue, the green, the purple. I have very hooded lids, so cutting my crease this low is not about to happen. So what I'm going to do is go back into Playground and blend that blue a little bit higher. Tap off the excess and tap that blue a little bit higher. The tape is like moving. See, this is why I should have used some duct tape or something, because for me to have to like blend on top of this tape, y'all know this little Scotch packing tape ain't nothing. Okay, so you can still see the little like rainbow in the eye. But I am going to go back in with that green. Like, I really go back and forth with my colors a lot. I'm going to go back in with that green. Social Blade. I just want all of my colors to be there. I want to see all of my colors. Go back into B for the last time. Okay. Stopping there. Lucy, what I got for me?
Then, as always, when I do a normal cut crease, I am going to go ahead and remove some of the excess shadow using some makeup remover and a cotton bud. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut my half cut crease.
Okay, so we're cutting the crease. I'm not using the makeup remover and cotton bud because, girl, I don't got time for that. So I'm going to take my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. I got it in the shade Ivory. It's the lightest one they had available at the store. I'm pretty sure they have one lighter, or maybe a couple lighter, but this is just the lightest one they have in the store. And on my dark ass, it's pretty white, so it works. Now, when I say I have hooded eyes, I have hooded AF eyes. So my eyes are extra hooded. So I always have to cut my creases a little bit higher, but I have learned that if I use just matte shadows, I don't have to. And I also know that if I use like a good glitter primer and only use not too much of whatever shimmer I'm going to use, it won't transfer. So I'm going to cut my crease just a little bit higher. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to remove this yet. So what's next?
I'm just gonna pack this into a half double cut crease sort of shape. So basically I'm gonna follow the shape of the cut crease, but take it a little bit lower down so there's a gap in the middle. I'm
trying to figure out if I want to use shimmers or mattes. I'm going towards mattes because they work better with my eye shape, but I do like a good shine. So she used pigments that went with the eye colors. So she used like a yellow pigment. I'm using mattes. I don't even have a yellow pigment, so that's out of the question. I'm so nervous. I haven't done a double cut crease in so long. Okay, so I'm gonna start it from my inner corner, but I'm gonna go just a slight bit lower. What I do is I just pack it on how far I want it to go. Like, so I'm just going about this far, and I go and slice it up. I'm not gonna lie, I did have a little bit of trouble like with that yellow shade because I can pack it in, but when it comes to trying to cut and swipe, it's not giving me what I want. But I think I made it work pretty well. We're just gonna go on to the next shade, which is now Social Blade. Do the same thing, but I'm going to start on top of the yellow. So we're gonna go back into B, the yellow shade, and just lightly tap that over where I have the green to give it a more seamless blend. Going to Playground. I don't have as much space left, so I don't need as much. Okay, so I lost a good amount of green. I'm gonna go back into Social Blade again. Take a good amount of that pigment, good amount, and I'm going to go even more over the yellow. I took the yellow out too far because I want it to be more green than yellow, definitely. Okay. Are we removing this tape yet, Luce?
Okay, and that is the inner half of the eye done, so you can take off that tape.
Yes, Lord.
Oh, so satisfying. I'm gonna go off and do the other eye because I realised I haven't actually started this eye yet, and then once I'm back at this sort of stage, we will continue with the outer half. So I just
like that.
The outer half. Small.
Let's just watch what she does.
JH42. Yeah, love that. JH42 brush and start mapping out the shape. Now I'm going in with the shade Love That on the JH39 brush and blending that above the purple. Then on a Morphe M507, I'm going to take the shade Skip, which is the bright pink in the corner of the palette, just to blend out all of those edges. Now I'm just going in again with the P. Louise base in the shade 0 to cut my crease. I'm just cutting it.
Okay, we ain't to the cut crease yet. Okay, so she took her darkest shade, so that would, for us that would be Playground. And I'm going to take this brush by BH Cosmetics in that 36 brush kit. It looks like this. It looks good focus. Yes, for the focus. I'm going to take that shade Playground and I'm going to map out. So she did it where she cut the crease at. So she's going to map out the rest of the cut crease with just shadow. So I'm nowhere near as clean and as neat as Lucy. So that may be like part of my downfall. Why is my hand shaking? Why is my hand shaking? Calm down. Y'all see that? Never done that before. So now I am going to take, what brush should I use? Okay, I'm gonna take this type brush that I have. I'm going to the shade Social Blade now and blend that out. So I'm literally tapping that on top of that shade. Okay, so I'm going to use that same brush and going to B. Take a good amount of pigment. Actually, tap off just a little bit. Ooh. Y'all see how that pigment? Jesus.
Now I'm just going in again with the P. Louise base in the shade 0 to cut my crease. I'm just cutting it into a, like, point, I guess. You'll see what I mean when I'm doing it.
Okay, she's cutting the crease into a point. Okay. Hers is so clean. Mine isn't that clean.
I'm honestly probably the worst person at explaining what I'm doing right now. Because honestly, I don't really know. I just sort of go along with it and make it up as I go. You guys know that already, but next step.
She's such an artist. She just makes it up as she goes. Like how does she think of this? Okay, so I'm going to take my concealer. We're gonna try to cut this into a point. Ah, it's not coming out. Lucy is playing me, and I'm gonna have to do a whole other eye. I'm gonna have to do the whole other eye, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
One eternity later.
Next step is to do the little thingy inside that blanket area. Again, a really good explanation, Lucy, thank you. Basically, we're gonna do it the exact same way we did that outer shape, but we're just doing it in small form on the inside of that triangle. So I am starting again with the same brush, with the same escape color, and I'm just gonna mark out a smaller little sort of point in the middle of that one. Next color with the same brush again. And then cutting out that line like I did before.
Okay, so she tried it. Lucy, you tried it. Lucy, I don't know what planet you come from that you're able to do this, but I'm having the hardest time. Okay, I'm leaving it like that. So next, we want to go back into Social Blade. So lastly is to cut the crease again. So I'm definitely not going in with that concealer brush. I'm gonna try to go in with my lip brush. And if not, I'm gonna switch back to the M443 brush. Oh no. Oh, this is a mess. Okay. We're going to try to fix our mess. Going back in. Angle liner brush. Playground, outer edge, reinforce. Okay, so my crease probably cut horribly. I'm gonna try to do the other eye quickly off camera, maybe add a little liner lash, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. Okay, I did my other off camera. It did not look the same, so you'll not be seeing the whole eye. I added some highlights, some lips, and this is the finished look. I will definitely be trying something like this again. This is my first attempt, so it didn't come out exactly how I wanted to, but we gonna keep going, we persevere, we do our thing. If you guys did like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified when I get all of my videos. Also hit that like button and leave me a little comment, tell me what you think about the look. I tried, Lucy, you had me in shambles. But we're here. So thank you, Lucy, for inspiring me. She's an amazing artist. So definitely get into her. You can follow me on all my social media at _SlayYourWay. Also at _Davon Latrell on Instagram. And yeah, that is all. And I will see y'all in the next video.